Hi, and welcome back to LunaCraft. And I did it again. I forgot to change my stream title. I can always remember to change my YouTube titles, but never my stream title. Go me. Anyway, one of these days I'll remember to do that. We are going to be working on the Cherry Blossom Mansion. I started this a while ago. I stopped because I got into other projects such as the Crystal Mushroom Forest. And this is how far I have gotten. And to be honest, I absolutely hate it. So we are going to go and destroy it and start from scratch. I'm going to use the Axion Mod to help me. So you can see I'm going to... Now, if I'm smart, now that I think of it, there is an option to erase. I just have to remember how to do that. So as I said, I'm learning to use the Axion Mod. A very cool mod, by the way. Complicated, but oh, well. As you can see, I built it over a giant hole. It is what it is. So we're just going to be working at... Oh. Well, that makes it so much easier. Just click and it deletes every texture that's related to it. Ooh-hoo. Kind of makes the building look funny. As it slowly disappears. But this is handy dandy. Yeah, so I want to make a giant mansion, complete with a fancy kitchen, a little library. Definitely a room with lots of windows in it. I just think this area would be prime for it. Okay. So that is looking pretty darn good. Let's come here. And just going to rapidly fill this in. So this hopefully this way we won't hear scary monster noises underneath at night. I did not think that through before I sectioned off the area the first time I did it. I mean, after all, this is not a haunted mansion. We'll just fill everything in as best as we can. I'm sure there's a quicker way, but this is the way I'm best at. Sorry, bat. Oh! I thought I took him out. That time I almost did. If I do have a new video up on YouTube, where a bat actually does die. I don't know what he did. I was minding my own business building, not like this time where I squashed him. And I'll just over here this god awful noise and no more bat. So I don't know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad because I told him to go away because he was irritating me. And if he didn't, I was going to take him out, and the poor thing took himself out. So I'm using the extended reach with the Axion mod. Which I think I'm getting pretty good at. Well, as I say that, I mess up using. My biggest drawback is I accidentally delete blocks I don't need when I'm using it to delete stuff, but that's user error. So yeah. I'm just here doing some yard work, shoring up the ground underneath. Unlike last time where I just filled the top layer in and inadvertently made a haunted mansion and not the fun ride from Disney. Although I've never been to been to Disney or ridden the Haunted Mansion. Probably a good thing I haven't. I'm scared of elevators. Yeah. I'll ride them, but I am not happy about them. And honestly, that was even before I got stuck in one. But that is a whole other story for another day. So this mine, I figure, will be owned by the Crenshaw family. And they're the same family that put the mine in Crestfall Village, which is right over there. Right over there, kind of in the foggy distance. Oh boy, we still got a long way to go. But I kind of like doing it. I like the Axion mod. Excuse me. But I miss the block sounds. If that makes sense. I just find the block sounds so relaxing. So hopefully we will be able to hear the monsters down here. I don't feel like filling in the whole cavity. Apologize if you hear a weird noise. My dog is asleep on his bed right alongside me, snoring away. So. Ooh, boy. Thought I was done there. Whoops. We're getting there. And now my bunny is going to guzzle her water. Not so much the dog, but I swear the bunny waits till I'm recording and then decides to make a whole bunch of noise. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Oscar. Right back to drinking he goes. It's funny because you won't see, I swear, you won't see him drink for like days on end. And then all of a sudden, like, he just binge drinks. Yeah, I don't know his whole story because it's him we just found on our front yard the one day. in 90-degree heat. And me, I can't. If I see an animal into need, I can't leave it there. And we knew it wasn't a wild bunny because wild bunnies are not gray and white. He looks like he's wearing a little tuxedo. And everybody's like, oh, you're not going to be able to catch him. You know, and most of the time that's true. You've got to get a trap. The thing with bunnies is you don't want to chase them because they will literally run until they drop dead. But anyway, I went out. I had a bunch of lettuce in my hand, and he didn't want to come anywhere near me. He didn't want the lettuce. And then just all of a sudden he comes running over and hops up in my lap. Which, don't get me wrong, was great, because then I could get him inside, but we didn't have a plan for what if we caught him. So now we're carrying this bunny across the front yard trying to figure out what I can keep him in that he can't chew his way out of. So Oscar spent the first couple days of his little bunny life in a dog crate. You know, asked all over town about him, posted about him. Nobody ever came to claim poor Oscar. So, and we do have bunny rescues near us, but we decided, what is one more pet? You know? But that was about 8 years ago. Do like with the Axion Mod, the farther away you go, the softer the sound effect is. I don't know whether that's built into the mod or just the gameplay itself. So, let's pick up these flowers so they're not in our way. So I mean, we're still going to have to clear some of the land later. And honestly, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to finish this tonight. But, so one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some different color wool so I can lay stuff out. And I try to grab contrasting colors so it makes it easier for me to see what I'm doing. So I want to kind of make a, guess you'd call it, not even sure what you'd call it, like a kind of a terrarium or like a greenhouse, but like it not be a greenhouse because it's kind of bad to you too. And of course you're going to get in the way. Kind of fancy, but so I'm going to put, but I do know I want it to be about 9 wide. Because I want to be able to have wood on one side and like a carpet in the middle. So I'm going to go back. Let me make sure I lined up. Oh, look at that. Patriotic. So that's extrude, smear. Oh, hold on. I did the wrong one. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Click here to here. Kind of make it go to there. Oh no, or poor sheep. Oh, good, you got yourself out. So I have no idea how long that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I won't lie, I want to make it even. So we're going to have an even 19. Let's see how that looks. Let's make it 20. Oh, and so what we're going to do is we're going to jump quickly into the editor. I'm going to go paint. I want to select active. And I'm going to put on a, well, that's not a filter, I'm sorry. So I'm going to select the color, which is I want it to be red because I goofed. I come up to tool masks, and I go to edit, bring that down. And if I set a bool, oh, geez. So grab that. So if I have it set like this to equal, and I'm going to just put that over there for a second and bring down my paint brush. And as you can see, it will only paint the blue blocks. Okay, so we're going to shift out of that. So we don't need it anymore. So grab some more wool because I forgot. How to do stuff. So I'm going to do a dark wool. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be a pillar, and these are going to be the windows. I'm going to come over and do the same on this side. As you can see, it's not quite going to work. So I do want this hallway to be very long and dramatic. So I should probably set up symmetrical one. I think this is 22. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So we're going to use another part of the mod called Setup Symmetry. Not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's my fault. Okay. So now when I do, hopefully, nope. Okay, let's try this again. As I said, I'm still learning, so this is... Let me try Control Y. Okay, so we can move it. So if we hit Control, we can move it up or down. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, I want my... Did it again. So anyway, my door is going to go there. Now they showed a way. Aha, okay, here we go. So it's Control F. So now, well, yeah, that's nice. But I kind of want it to go across. So it's Control and X. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's delete and try start over again. Yeah. I actually watch videos on how to do stuff like this, and I can never remember. And they say it's so easy to use. As I said, don't blame the mod, blame the person using it. Okay, so now, there we go. 2, 3. 2. Okay, so now we're going to come over on this side. And voila! Okay. Now we're going to try to build pillars. So now I have to change the symmetry again. So I think that's going to be Control and R. Oh no, that's to rotate. So it's the direction you're facing. So let's Control and F. Y, no. Oh wait, yeah, yes. So let's start at the end. Oh, okay, well, yeah, it's sort of working. Let's look at it this way. Let's get on the ground. Okay. So let's... Oh, shoot. No. Okay. So you can move it around. I don't know why you would. Okay, so let's start over again. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Are we building stuff all over the place now? Oh my goodness gracious. We are building stuff all over now. Oh dear. So let's try that. Let's see, will this work? Still? Okay, it will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only want 5. Okay. You know what? We're going to delete this until we figure out how to better use it. Just because I don't want to mess it up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear. Bring it in 1. Knock that out, knock that out. Come up 2. Bring it in. Oopsies. Up 2. Up 2. In. And nope, nope, nope. Don't like it. Oops. Oh, let's leave that there. So let's give it a shot. Let's see how this works. Nope. There is obviously a learning curve to it. I don't think gas is going to work. Nope. Oh boy. Gonna have fun watching me mess up. Hope that entertains you all. Okay, I think we got it now. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Oops. All right, put it out in the distance. Yowzers. So yeah, something like this is very cool. And so we're going to copy that. We are slowly getting it. Slowly getting it. Ah! This knocked my mic all over the place. That's not unusual for me. Ooh. I mean, this one I don't think you're really going to see on the outside. Just because. Yay! Oh, okay. This is so cool. It's the little things that, uh-oh. No, 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 no. That, oh gosh. Okay. Hopefully we didn't mess that up too bad. It's the little things that make me happy. Like not messing up, but nope. Go up a little bit higher. Anybody else have issues pushing the wrong buttons? I swear it must be a nervous habit with me when I record. Because when I'm playing by myself, not a problem. Okay, so the light wool is going to be where the windows go. And we'll just use the replace mod later to fix it. This is so weird watching it pop up on both sides. But it does make stuff a lot quicker. Thank you, Bullberry, who made this mod. So this area we're going to leave blank right now. That is where I'm going to put like my entrance, but I don't know what I want to do with it right now, so. I don't want it to be glass, though. Although we may have a glass door. That'd be cool. So after we get this area set up, I'm not going to worry about the ends yet. So we are going to start like on the front porch. I should probably throw in a color for the ends just so that when I'm working on my porch, I'm not messing it up. And we'll do the same for the doorway. So yeah, it's 2 blocks high. And we'll just have it follow the same routine. Okay. I'm thinking again. Sorry, guys. So we're going to delete. So we don't need that anymore. Oh, hi, little bunny. Yeah, very nice dramatic walls. As I said, we're going to make this a fancy carpet. But anyhow, let's get started on this one. I can never remember. Control F. Nope. Turn that off. So I think we want it to go this way. Yes. So if I've planned this out right, it'll go to the other blue one. Yay, and it did. And then we're just going to gradually downsize it each time. You know what? We're going to change that. We're going to make 2 rows the same size. I want to have a nice big front porch. A place where they can just come out, sit, and enjoy. There we go. It's coming together nicely. It's so exciting. I'm such a geek. And you know what? I don't care. One, two, three. I do better when I'm on the ground count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what I was afraid of. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't like how that's looking. So we'll just scale it back a little bit. We're going to scale it back a lot. I think we should have only done the 1. Just saying. But that's what happens when you're a visual person. Which I'm sure annoys some people sometimes. But hey, that's how I learn. Here we go, nice and slow. And we'll get it. In the end, we will get it. I mean, it wouldn't be such a shame to have a... See, it would have made that I had to have the entrance to my porch 2 blocks wide. And I don't know, for some reason that bugs me. It bugs me beyond belief. I have no idea why. I mean, there's times, yes, I like having a double entrance. But this is not one of those times. There we go. And you know what? It is still nice and big for them to walk around on. And lord over the people down below. I don't know whether they would really do that or not, but just, I don't know. Just ignore me. Oh. Okay, so I think it's time we started some of the decorating. And then we'll start adding the other parts in, or should we add the other parts in? Ugh. But we're going to add the other parts in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yes, we did. Whoops. delete you and fix my boo-boo. I don't know if I wanted to take this section out. This section most definitely. Right now I am not too concerned with the landscaping. We'll come back and work on that later. Once I solidified how I want my building to look. So as I said, we're going to have towers at both ends here and down there. One may be a huge tower. The other one maybe not so big. We shall see. Just clearing out this section. And so we're going to come back, place symmetry, drop it down here, Control F. Yay! So we're going to use the white again. Just kind of eyeball how we want to do this. Because that is not going to make a nice circle. I do know the Axion Mod does have the ability to make very nice circles. But right now, I'm not sure how well it would work. And that's more of a me issue than an it issue. That is so weird watching them break. No, I don't like it. So, yeah, I know we're gonna have to redo that section, but okay, so I'm going to delete the symmetry. Going to hit right shift. And I'm going to come over to the shapes. Solid, and I want a sphere. I think I want the diameter to be 9. Actually, no, wait, not 9. It's 9, 11. So as you can see, we don't want it solid. I want it flat and hollow. Now I've got to be very careful that I don't accidentally grab the wrong tool and rotate it instead of moving it. So something like that. And it's in red, which is totally fine. Hit enter. And it might not have taken because I had the mask on. There we go. Yeah, that's the problem. I hadn't left the mask on. So it's like, wait a minute. You didn't, ow, just kicked my desk. You didn't tell me to go there. So we're going to hit right shift to get out of it. So we are going to have to kind of make a bit of an enclosure there. That is okay. Oops. So extrude. Now I think we want to go to smear. And if we click, okay. Not what we wanted to do. So if we click here, okay, click to extend. We're going to raise some of the ground with it. Yeah, let's make it go higher. Oh, no. Higher, higher. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. I went ridiculously high. Oh my gosh. I probably went overboard with how high I went up on it, but okay, so we're going to get rid of these blocks. So probably what I should do is delete this and start over because I went completely insane with how high that tower is. Because look, it totally dwarfs the rest of the build. Okay, so we're just going to delete, and hopefully we won't delete too much of our... Okay, cool. Build here. Oh. There we go. That was my fault. Right. Because it does have the option to erase connected, and I keep clicking the right button. There we go. So just quickly delete. Okay. So we are going to... And you know what? Let's delete this and try again. Oh, not like that though. Okay, I went ridiculously. So let's try... It's 13. Oops. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I am not ending right now. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm still figuring stuff out. Okay, no, we are not ending. We are still working on this. Beautiful. Well, I don't know how beautiful it is right now, but... Oh my gosh. I am such a klutz. Okay. So, let's see. Slide it in like that. Looks like we have a pretty good connection. Yes. So I'm not going to be worried because we're going to do the floor later. This time around, hopefully I will be sane with the heights and not go overboard like I did last time. I don't make any I don't make any promises with that, because I am a lunatic sometimes. Okay. So let's see. What's up? Take a quick look. We'll have to add the wall in later, and that's okay. Do want to go a little bit higher. So I think, yeah, right about there is good. Okay, confirm. We are now committed. Yeah, that's not as insane as, yeah, as I was before. Now I can't figure out how to get out. And so we're going to go back and delete a whole bunch of stuff now, particularly with the grass. Yay! We're getting there. We're getting there with the mod. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Just do it this way, Luna. Okay, so we're going to come in now and fill the giant hole we have. It would probably be easier if I did the symmetry again. And we want that to face this way, so Control and F. And we're going to do the red block again. Okay. So something like that. And then just follow the rest of the block up. There's probably a quicker way to do this, but as I said, we're going to have an ugly wool mansion for a little bit. Just put a hole in my porch. Yeah, that tower I think looks a lot nicer. So probably what I will do is, I don't know if I can, as I said, I don't know if I'm going to finish this in one stream. Just because it's going to be a lot. I would love to, but yeah, I don't know. Ooh, sorry about that. So jump to the symmetry and delete. No, we don't want to play symmetry. Yeah, I don't know, I may probably would leave a door to the kitchen there. So next we're going to try to make a roof for this. That tower is oddly shaped now. I don't like it. So we are going to blend, what I forgot to do is really blend it into the roof. So as I said, I think this is going to be one of my more complicated builds I've ever done. So there are bound to be mistakes. And that's fine. That's fine. That is how we learn. And Let's see. I think we're just going to leave it like that. And yeah, I think that gives it more of a circle shape. Very cool. And it's also, I think, could have blended into the other room better. Not 100% sure. So just put this here for now. And it kind of reminds me to do better attachment. And because we can extend this into here. But all right, so back to the top. Right shift. Now, we don't want a disc this time. I think we want... Trying to remember what it's called. I thought we had something that we could do a cone with the shapes. Is it under modeling? As I said, I could be wrong. Okay. It's an Archimedes spiral. Oh, hold on. Let's try it like this. Okay. That's kind of cool, but not what I'm looking for. That's because, oh, okay, here we go. Cone, so something, okay, something like that. I'm going to switch it to blue. I'm going to increase the size. So let's move back a little. Bring it up and over. And take a look and see how we can get it to fit, if I can get my camber correct. Okay. So I think that is going to be, diameter is way too high, so let's bring it down. I think our diameter was 13 on this. So if you control and click, it gives you the option to set it to the number you want. And as you can see, I'm not quite situated on my tower. Apologize for the horrible flying. It's a good thing I'm not a pilot. A lot of people would not be happy with me. Fun fact, I can't fly in video games. And I love to play the Star Wars games. Okay, so it looks like we have it nicely situated. So we're on 13. I want to try it setting it to 15, just to see if I can get a bit of an overhang. Okay. It looks like we got a nice overhang without it. Woo! I am so bad at flying. People would be terrified, and honestly, if I was flying a plane, I'd be terrified too. Okay, there we go. I think no, we don't. We, in fact, do not have, we do not have this. I'm just afraid of hitting the wrong button. And yay, our rain's going away. Yeah, I know I could disable the weather like I disabled the nighttime on it, but very cool. Okay, So we have that tower made. And we do have room for windows, which we'll come back and we'll do later. While we're here, we are going to make our other lovely. Okay, the heck with this right now. We're going to make our other lovely little tower. This one I think I'm thought an Enderman was behind me. No, it's my dog. 3. So I'm just going to quickly count how wide this should be. I think it should be 12. I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. And I'm horrible at counting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well. So we'll just wing it and try to get it set correctly in Axiom. Sorry, I'm just checking up on my dog. We want it. No, we don't want it solid. We want it flat. And a bug is going to fly in front of my face. Ugh. Okay, so 15. So we don't want 15. That is way too high. Just making sure I'm situated correctly. I believe so. But I said this time around I want the tower to be fatter. So you'd have to increase the diameter. So let's see how that should look. Something like that, I think would look fine. I hate it. All right, so we're going to clear out this area a bit more so I can see better. I think that's my problem right now is I can't get a good view. We need to go that far out, but just in case. As I said, then I'm going to try later on to do some terraforming. This build has a lot of intricate parts in it that I have never done. Oh boy. So it's a little bit intimidating. But also a challenge, and I do like a good challenge. So to give you an idea of what it's going to look like, other than these yucky wool colors, it is going to be made out of pale oak, cherry wood, and I think dark wood's what I had originally had set for. But yeah. But once I get the tower situated, we will start adding some details to it, just to break up the monotony. And secondly, I'm not really sure what I want the back of it to look like, so. I don't know why I'm running around cleaning up the stuff, because I am in creative mode and it doesn't really matter. Okay, just checking my chat. Unfortunately, as I said, I don't have multiple monitors, so I'm working on my laptop and my Kindle. Okay, here we go again. Okay, well, You don't want the, you want the disc. Okay, that's much better. That's what I should have had the first time. Line it up like that. But should we make it a little, like maybe 14? Make it a little bit wider. Now let's try 16. I'm probably pushing my luck here. Okay. Okay, there we go. And yeah. Just keep my little base here. Well, not so little. Not my base, but let's knock off the grass that grew on there. And last time I did not take away this part of the grass, and I ended up, as you saw, with a huge wall of grass. We had to do some major mowing there. Okay. I'll take that part out just in case, too. All right, back to the Axion Mod, which I'm starting to love. Okay. So, click here. And then here. Okay, so can I just move you over here? Okay. So I did not want to select that because I'm afraid it'll raise this up. So click here and then come over here. So we're going to have to make some adjustments, and that is fine. I just, look, we can make a tree tower. Well, not a tree tower, but okay. Just trying to save as much time as I can without making a huge mess. I don't want it to be as tall as the other one, so probably about there looks good. But let's, I think I can go a little bit taller. Yeah, a little bit taller. Oh, what happened? Can we roll it out this way? Oh yeah, but we get a really weird building. But we're gonna leave it like that. Oh, that keeps jumping into my free cam because I keep insisting I have to hit enter. Oh well, we still have a grass tower. Well, at least that's easy to fix. So there's some blocks we can take out of this. Like, so these here. And we're not going to have be able to use the symmetry because it's not going to be symmetrical. Hey, there we go. I managed to say the word. So I'm just going to bring these up to here. And then we're going to do the same by blending it into the roof. I'm just getting a little nervous. Not sure this is gonna work. And then we'll just start to bring it back down. Fly out and see how it looks. Okay, so I am going to take this part out because it does not look good. It looks like our tower is kind of going over this way. I don't know if you guys can see. But see me moving my hand. I know you can see what's going on in the game. Come back out. Yeah, that's still looking a bit funky. Oh, down the hole we go. Yeah. You know, it is really a good thing I play in creative. I am going to do a series. I'm going to do a series at one point that I'm going to say, watch me die. Because I am going to play the survival mode, and I have a very bad feeling that I'm going to be just really bad at surviving. You know what? The heck with it. We'll just do it this way. Okay, and break this down. Being careful not to break any blocks we don't want to, and not break any builds that are like 100 miles away, because I have the extended reach on. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Well, I say it's looking pretty good. I'm not sure other people would agree, and that's okay. So now we want it solid. But I want to do, let's see. This one I want to be more of a spear. Okay. No, I don't like this sphere. Change it to a cone and just bring down the height like that. I didn't like that because I did change the rotation. So as you can see, we do need to bring up the width and bring it up a little bit more. And I think we've got to bring up the width a bit. Well, not that much. And I did it again where I clicked the wrong thing and I rotated it. Ship out, take a deep breath, and go back in. I want to at least get the roof. On this guy. Do not keep rotation. Thank you. Ah. This one is going to have a bit of trouble getting everything in place. I may have to make some fine adjustments. Woohoo. Like not hitting the curve. Actually, not the curves, the rotation would be nice. That is my fault. Nothing to do with the mod. Because I used to have the same problem with Blender. So I may have to come around and knock some blocks off. Or add some blocks. So let's take a look. Actually, that is looking pretty good. I think it's just the shape of the roof that is throwing me a bit. If I knock this off, and that, let's take a look. Let's add a little bit more back. Not too much, because I think that's what's throwing me for the loop. I guess we do need these pieces here. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. So now let's just get started on some of the decor. I think we're going to start with the outside. Grab a quick drink break. Yummy Levi's tea. So one of the first things I am going to do is grab some pale oak. So I'm going to grab the pale oak planks, cherry wood, but I'm going to use the stripped cherry wood, and some dark oak. So like the dark oak wood. And we're going to go into our inventory and just clear out the stuff we don't need, just to avoid some confusion. And let me fill that in, just to make it a little bit prettier. Well, not so much prettier, just to make it easier for me to be able to use the replace option. Let's go to the Beautify mod, which I just missed it. There we are. And pick out some lovely, what's this called again? Lattice. Ooh, excuse me. So there's some lovely lattice we can put up there. And let's grab what flower. I forget what flowers go on this. What's neat with this mod, you can hit, those are blinds, not lattice. You can hit control and it'll tell you what plants are available. So I think we're going to use a combination of the lilacs and the regular vines. come on down here. So here is our vines, and I think we missed our lilacs. There's our trees. I love this one. Ah, there they are. See, whenever I try to find stuff, it disappears on me. So we're going to go to Alt. I'm going to take off Force Place and the Extended Reach. Just this gives me a bit more control. And we're just going to put these on here. You know what? These planks aren't wide enough for me. So we're going to come back. I'm going to go with the strips. I just think that's going to look better on the porch. Yeah. And always make sure you stay facing the same direction when you're putting in your wood. Or in this particular case, it doesn't seem to matter with the pale oak, as I've used stripped other times and have gotten some pretty weird results. Let's go on the ground and fill it in. Should use the symmetry tool with this. And we still have spiders. I don't know where they're spawning at. Probably have caves deeper under this build. Lovely! You know what? I'm going to go back to the... I'm being very finicky tonight. I want to have a bit more of a refined look, if that makes sense. You know, just give it a, this texture just to make it look a little bit more eye-catching, I guess, is the word. I'm probably going off it not being bright white because of the wool. Crazy me. Crazy, crazy me. Oh dear. How did I miss that section? Because you weren't paying attention. I really need to go to a pale oak forest because I think that'd be a great place for a haunted house. And last year I did make a haunted house. And I think it came out really cool. Okay. So now I'm trying to figure out how I want to build. So let's bring back up. Good reminder to turn off my replace tool. We're going to come back to symmetry. I'm going to click it. And then we're going to Control F. So we have the Z mode installed. And so I'm trying to remember how I did this. Because I had a really nice, probably didn't have a porch this sharp. But let's see, we'll figure it out. So we're just going to see, I messed up the rotation on that one. Okay. So right now what I'm putting up here, these are going to be temporary because I have to put my put lattice on something. It's still coming up. Yep, okay. Don't know why I didn't think it would stop, but sometimes with Minecraft, you never know. It can be a bit weird. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Yes. We're going to kind of do every other. Well, not quite every other. That was weird. Or, I have a plan. I have a plan of attack. A little bit disconcerting when your dog is barking in his sleep and growling. I don't know if, I'm not even sure you guys can hear me because I moved my mic away. Oh no. Okay. Hopefully that is better. I don't even know anymore. Okay. We're going to go and get some dark oak fencing. So this is the stripped version. That comes with the building blocks mod. I'm going to set the force updates so they will not connect to each other. And I'm going to put the lattice over the top. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so I am going to have to just realize that's not going to work either. Okay. It's the way I designed the porch. That's the issue. Oops, I left a hole in my tower too. That's not good. Okay, we will get this. So what I'm thinking about doing is just making I want lattice. That's my problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's what I needed to be the high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay! So we will get this. It's going to have gaps in it, and that is fine. sound effects are just funny too. Okay. So we're going to come here. That go up like that. Okay, I must not be able to place the plants in with the symmetry mod on. And that's fine. So we'll quickly do this. And let me take that off. I don't think that's going to cause any trouble with the lattice, but okay. So we're going to come to the symmetry and delete it. And add our lilacs in. And then add our vines in. And we're going to do that all the way around. I don't know why I'm turning and trying to look around the corner in real life. I don't know why where that came from. So I think we'll do is we'll get the outside done. And maybe the inside of the one built, because I'm not exactly sure what I want done with the towers yet. But I definitely know what I want the porch to look like and the inside of like the little terrarium, I guess we'll call it, or actually, I don't know. Sunroom? And we'll figure it out from here. Maybe even we'll put a couple of logs running across the top. Okay, so we're going to go to the porch now. Wonder if I can do something with the tinker tool. Look at that. We have a little stair. So let's do symmetry tool again. Real quick. Before I forget. Save us some time. Or be a doofus like I am and move it. There we go. So you do have to figure out to do something with the gaps. Unless we kind of make a little ledge. We'll do it there. And okay, that is looking a bit weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like how it's looking so far? Or does it look a bit creepy? Not so much creepy, but I don't know. I mean, I can't, there's no way I can connect the, oh, I didn't go high enough on the couple of the ends here. Like starting from this lilac. Dang it. Let's see. See, I don't want it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hmm. Hold on a second. Thinking. Let's grab a pot. Grab a lilac, which we already have. Switch to the force place. And no updates. How does that look? Looks like it's kind of coming out of the... Dear. Should we try to make fancy? No, I don't want to really go through and try to make fancy pots because I don't know how to do that yet. And B, it would just take way too long. But try something real quick. Let's grab some dirt. I'm going to delete the symmetry because I'm just testing stuff right now. Oh dear. Really? You're going to do that to me now? But I think that's something we could do. I think, can we do that with the vines? That looks kind of neat. But I might need to... Ah! Why did you do that? I'm a doofus. That's why you did that. I think I'm too far away. See, now you know why sometimes my builds take a long time. Because I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. So we're going to switch out and to some other plants. Oh, let's see. I wonder if we can do bamboo. I mean, I know bamboo normally doesn't grow on grass. Really? Oh dear. Okay, let's activate the Tinker mod. There we go. So now I think we should be able to put this on top of it. And let's see, can we change that to dirt afterwards? Yes, we can. So we'll just take these down. I think we have it figured out. We can make them nice and bushy. And maybe we'll save the lattices for growing up on one of the towers. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. What are you doing over there? And where did you come from? Did you come? Oh, you know, I bet where they're coming from. I bet they're coming in here. Oh, we got a little party going on in here. We should probably light it up so that that stops. All right, party's over, everybody. Time to leave. House is not up for sale. Now let's go vent some of our frustrations. And take out some of these guys. Out of my face. You can't move in here. How did you get in here, creeper? Now I do have a mod called, I think it's Beastmaster. Why do I get hear somebody laughing? That is just... It's the skeletons laughing at me? I mean, I know I don't normally play in survival, so I don't know all the noises, but I swear it sounds like a monkey laugh. Same goes for you. Ow. Ow. Or is it an Enderman noise? Whatever. Okay. So I am going to have to leave room for my Tinker mod. Oh, okay. Okay. We're getting there. Yeah, we'll put one there too. So I'm hoping this works. So we're going to remove the lilac from our inventory. So this way we can hit Tinker and move our bamboo up. I should probably get some string so they don't go berserk. So I can top them off. And then we'll go back, as I said, we'll go back around and fix. The heck? Take them down. It's not looking right. I don't like it. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at trapdoors. We will get a nice lattice looking effect, even if we don't have the plants on there. We just need something to match the outside. So let's try the nostalgic stained door, which is from the pyrite resource blocks. And flip kind of down here. Just to see if there's any else I want to include. I don't think so. I just realized that's probably not going to work either. Let's go back to the stripped dark oak fence. We're going to set up our symmetry again just to make this a little bit quicker. If I can. And it doesn't appear to want to work. I think that's just because of the way I set it, where I set it. As I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Okay, I think we got it going now. And no. Okay. That could be, oh yeah, we did. It just took out the wrong set of blocks. Okay. Okay, we got this. In fact, we don't have this, but we're going to keep trying anyway. All right, come back here, pop that there. Nope, we still don't got this. What the heck is going on? There we go. Whoops, let me get the right angle for you guys. Now we got this. I'm juggling fences now. Oops. Okay. Watch me goof again. So let's put that there. Control and F. Add our fences in. Oh, it's my sailboat. All right. So we're going to layer that up. And I don't mind it's covering that because that really isn't going to be a window. And I think it gives it some nice detail. So we're going to build this up because they don't really want to look at the village below. Excuse me. That's just them, I guess you can say. We are going to knock some of these out so they have a bit of a better view. I think. I don't know. I have to take a look. I just might not like how it looks once I get all the fence in place. Okay, I do like actually the openness of the top. I was going to put a roof over it. Can we put maybe slabs? Dark oak. Actually, we can. Okay. We're going to have to go back and reposition the dark oak at the roof end. But I think it's going to give it, whoopsies. I think it's going to give it a nice contrast and kind of break it up a little bit. Or, I'm always doing ors. Yeah, it's a little bit better looking. Well, thank goodness for the Axion Mod. Otherwise, do you know how long I'd be at this? Forever. Just gonna knock these all down one. Did not expect the porch to give me this much trouble. Yeah, I agree with you, zombie. Corralling away there. Oh, it's not going to reach. Okay, I'm a doofus. I'm a doofus. Okay, so I think we're just going to leave the front porch looking like this. Because it kind of breaks up their view, so they don't have to look at the village. And all that fun stuff. So we're going to go on the inside and start placing some of our stuff down. Just because it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to see what's going on. So the pillars here are going to be the dark oak. And the light gray stuff you see here is going to be the windows. Oh, God. I hate spiders. Really, I do. I forgot to light up the upper parts of the They'll go growl at somebody else. Do disgusting things. I found where our other mob farm was. Bye, creeper. Is he still alive? Hey. There's no hanging out up there. Okay. Get rid of these guys and sketch out this area. Well, not sketch out, but there sits the poor creeper all by his lonesome. And we'll come back in and we'll figure out the roof line later. Just kind of want to get an outline of where it attaches to the walls so I'm not making awkward cuts. And we'll probably come back in later on and like fill in these edges here. And just leave the other edges alone. So if we have mobs in here, we definitely have mobs in the other one, I believe. So let's lay up here. Oh, I hear him. Not as bad as the other one, thank goodness. Take them out. Release our frustration on the roof. Don't you run away from me. I didn't say you could live in my mansion. Yeah, you're weird too. That's what I swore he just said. I'm just going to go around again at the base. Making sure to keep the connection with the walls and the roof. We don't want it to fall down. As I say that, I knock out a section of the wall where it's connecting the roof. Okay. Let's come up here. And just clear this out. So hopefully we have no more little friends. Freeloaders, squatters. Stealing our base. Geronimo! Kaplunk. Okay. Now back to our regularly scheduled build. Before I got distracted. By another growling zombie. Wonder where that one is. But at least it's not as loud as it was. So here I'm going to throw in the pink. Just to give it a bit of contrast and to show what it's supposed to look like. And to have it tie into the rest of the build, because the tower and stuff is going to be the cherry blossom. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to grab a light blue in the glass. And we're going to start to put in our giant windows. As I said, later on, we'll probably come back and decorate. It is getting kind of late by me. So I'll probably go till about 2 a.m., which is another half hour. And we'll just save the rest of this build for our next stream, which will be on Friday. Can probably make this go faster if I did paint. Let's jump outside. But before I do the paint, let me get my windows in place. And let's be brave. Try our symmetry mod. Oh, wait, that should work. Actually, I think it's Y, and then let's shut off the... Oh! There we go. Okay. Yay! We're getting there. We're figuring it out. So let's switch back to our dark oak. We'll have to come back and fix that later, but that's fine. And let's do... For now, we're going to do the pink in the middle. That's looking so cool. Okay. Okay, that is awesome. That is awesome looking. Okay, so we're going to go back and just delete the symmetry. Gosh, that is such a useful tool now that I think I figured it out. Or should I have done the pink coming? Oh, did I goof? Yeah, I somehow goofed. That's okay. This is a quick fix. As I said, I'll come back and fix the direction on it in a bit. I don't know. Should I use the stairs to fill that in? I do have stairs. So let's grab the light blue glass stairs and the dark wood. I should have, oh, excuse me, a stair version of that. And let's go and add the symmetry. Oops. Take off the replace. And see, did it? You know what? This is just going to be a simple thing. Hopefully I didn't put a block where I didn't want to. I think that's flowing a bit better. Yeah, that to me looks better. And we'll do the same with the glass and see if we get this, the same look. I don't know, we may not. But I kind of like the step effect it gives. Okay. Come back here and take a look. All right. And maybe on this one, we'll just put, just give it some visual pizzazz. So I don't remember which mod I got the glass stairs from. So unfortunately, it just says colored blocks. And it doesn't quite connect like the other windows or come in clear, but I think it still works. I might look at it later and change my mind. But let's fly back a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right. Well, there is something I want to do while I have the stairs out. And so kind of give it like a pillar effect. So like the pillars are holding the building in place. Now this area will probably have a door going to it. So these two pillars are probably going to disappear. Let's set the extended reach. So we can give a nice curve. And I know I didn't do it on this side all the way up. But I like how it makes the windows look a little bit recessed. It's coming along so much faster despite the incident with the porch. Can't win them all. Okay. So we got nice curves. We should probably add a little slab just to kind of connect everything. So I haven't decided what the interior is going to be, other than it's going to be probably wood, and then this here is going to be the carpets. So for now, we're just going to leave it like this and come out our door, maybe. Hop up. And now we're going to paint our tower. So I'm going to click the right shift. I'm going to go to paint. I'm also going to grab tools. I'm going to hit edit. You got to keep the toolbar open. And we're going to change this to the red wool right now. And we're going to paint with, as I said, the stripped cherry, not the planks. Okay, hold on. I think this is it right here. Okay. So you do have to keep the tools open. So move over. Wrong way. Now, I mean, I am going to come back at some point and add a bit more detail. You know, like maybe we'll do a trim. And once I decide where I want to put the windows and stuff. So this is where we're going to really test my mask. Although really shouldn't have to test it too much. So here where I got to be a little bit careful because I do have some red wool and I don't want to take to have like kind of a pink foundation. But my goodness, this is, oh dear, hit the wrong button, but that's okay. This is so much quicker than placing them by hand. But as I said, I miss the block sound. So I'll have to find a way to combine the two. But they are right. This completely changes how you play Minecraft. And I think it lets you be even more, in some ways, they're right, more creative. And in other ways, it kind of makes it too easy for you. Okay. Yay! So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the roofs to the pale oak wooden planks. So I have to click on my mask, and I'm going to grab the blue wool and add it there. Hope you guys can see it on the screen. Yep, you can. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And active block. You want to do the pale oak. And pale oak planks. So let's get the roof in line and start painting. Oh, wow. So this way, doing the pale oak the way I did on here, it ties it in with the front porch. And what I think to do the bigger tower, I am going to change it to a dark oak wood. And then this way we can make it a bit more detailed. So on the bigger tower, I will have kind of like white stripes going around it. And I think on the not the black tower, the tower with the white roof, I'll switch it out and have dark accents. That's what they're called. Accents. Okay, woohoo. So here we go. And if I don't like it, we can always come back and change it. At least this time around, I think I'm getting the hand of flying. Okay, so let's get out of the mod real quick. Gonna move back and drop down. So that is actually looking pretty, oh my goodness, pretty neat. Yeah, wow. I'm really glad I found this mod. I know people were talking about world edits, but unfortunately I could not get world edit to work at all. I think there again, that is more a problem with me. You know, either I had a mod conflict, or I don't really know. The other thing that I'm really bad with coding. So me sitting there trying to type all these codes in, I just don't think it would have worked. It would have ended very badly. Probably with my computer crashing. Yeah. But this I think is going to look really nice once we get all the detail work done. So I was saying, so over here I'm going to put like see, I was going to do the dark accents on this one, but I think I've changed my mind, which that should be a given. I'm always changing my mind. I think I'll do either the white around the bottom or white in the middle, the white planks, or maybe, you know, some white planks with the windows, and then the dark ones over here. And I am going to be done for the night, guys. But yeah, really, really impressed with this mod. It does make things a lot easier for me. As I said, I'm a very visual person, so it's hard for me to look while I'm building and actually see the circle come together. I know some people can pre-visualize that. While I can pre-visualize like what I want my builds to look like, actually getting them to look like that is pretty hard when you can't visualize this, making circles and cylinders and cones with blocks. That part I am very bad at. But anyway, thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and we will finish this in another live stream, which will be next Friday. I will have some self-control and just sit there and look at it. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy your long weekend if you have one. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. I don't know where to look because I got two monitors going, but bye. Take care.